What's going on? Words with Vday, we back with episode 3. We 3 episodes in. 3.
Yeah.
3. Is 3 a good number?
It is a good number. And, we're still a little small podcast, but I'm actually really happy with the momentum.
We've been getting a good response.
A really good response.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited to get all of the couples on. I think that's going to be super fun.
We appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys continue to listen and give us your honest feedback about what you think the content we're producing, and share your thoughts. We want to see definitely tons of engagement from you guys. So thank you for all the love. I hope you guys keep it up. And it's almost Valentine's Day.
When is it? Valentine's Day is not this weekend, the following weekend, right?
See, this is why we're talking about Valentine's Day right now. You don't even know when
Valentine's Day is not this weekend. It's the next weekend.
Yeah, but it's almost Valentine's Day. It's coming up.
Yeah.
You probably haven't even thought about it, have you?
I actually have.
That's a first. I'm surprised.
So you're gonna throw shade to me in front of the world? That's what we're
doing. That's not even throwing shade.
That's what we're doing. Okay.
That's not even throwing shade at all.
Yeah.
But of course, we cannot have a podcast about love and relationships if we did not discuss Valentine's Day.
Is this podcast just about love, or?
It's like living life with other couples, like showcasing love and life. Like that was like the little tagline. I know it's still kind of in the works, but that's
we're still learning. Well, we're not. I'm not learning, but we're learning how this works, and we're still growing, right? Like,
yeah.
I was just telling you how like I'm kind of figuring out that after I've been podcasting consistently now for almost a year, that I'm kind of learning those hard lessons. So you actually were a guest on my podcast.
Yeah, on commentary.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to drop that link in the description and make sure we share it on our Instagram page, because I think that episode's gonna be really dope. And there are some elements that we're talking about today.
I got some bad news about that episode. Yeah, that's what I was telling you, how I'm learning the hard lessons. It costs money to have a quality podcast. Like, you can't short it. That's just what it comes down to. I'm learning that in anything, it just costs money. Like, spend the money, get it right, do what you got to do.
So right? I guess you're not going to tell me the bad news right now then.
So, shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Shad, my co-host. I'm 1/3. My lady Maria came on yesterday when we recorded. We actually dropped Tuesdays, but we record on Sundays. We had a malfunction, and I lost the first half.
You lost the beginning?
The file is corrupted. Yeah.
I knew we should have recorded the first half.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm starting to learn those hard lessons, because you remember we were talking about yesterday how we actually lost an episode and then we found it, remember? And then the file is corrupted yesterday for what we did. So I'm learning those hard lessons. So I'm just going to have to, if you have a podcast, just spend the money. There's no way around it. Just spend the money, period. There's nothing else you can do. Spend the money. Spend the money.
Dang. So I guess we can talk about what we're going to do after, we record this. But
yeah,
that really sucks. It was a dope episode. But either way it goes, you guys should definitely check out commentary, and whatever we fix this snafu with this episode.
That's your new word of the week. You've been saying that like all weekend.
I said it one time on the podcast.
Like third or fourth time you said it in 2 days.
I said it one time.
Okay.
This is the second time I've said that in like the past 2 days.
Okay. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to hit a little ding every time you say it.
Anyways.
But it is almost Valentine's Day.
It is,
absolutely. It is on Valentine's Day. So.
And we need to figure out where did Valentine's Day come from? Because I feel like we all don't really have a true understanding. But I did a little research.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
On the History Channel, I went to their website to do some research.
So I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, continue.
And it doesn't even seem like historians are able to pinpoint exactly where Valentine's Day came from. But obviously, it stems from someone named Saint Valentine. And there's different legends out there about. Yeah, there's different legends out there about where, or who Saint Valentine is and how this kind of came to be. One of my favorites. One of my favorite legends was this guy who was imprisoned, and he wrote a letter to his wife, and said, "Sign your Valentine." His last name was Valentine, so he signed it "Your Valentine," and that's how we still say "Your Valentine" to this day. That's one of the legends. That was my favorite. But
interesting.
Yeah. So ultimately, this holiday has taken on many different forms over the past few centuries. And so now here we are today in a modern world, and we celebrate this holiday. And I feel like there are some areas of tension between men and women when it comes to Valentine's Day. And we've even had these discussions in our relationship. So I want to know, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
So I'm not big on holidays as a whole, and you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that Valentine's Day is strictly a money grab.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I think that it's strictly a money grab. It's like, we sit and talk, we don't even know the meaning. Nobody knows the meaning, but rose is going to be 50% more. Chocolate is going to be 75% more. Restaurants are going to have these Valentine's Day specials. Come in and get 2 meals. And if you can, hey, stay home. You're supposed to be being safe. But if you are going out, restaurants going to have these specials. Come in and get 2 meals. Pay $1,000. Blah, blah, blah. You get chocolates. Do this, do that. Yada, 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 yada. And I just think that Valentine's Day is strictly a money grab. Nobody can tell you what it means. Nobody knows where it came from. Yet, every woman, not every woman, but a lot of women, and maybe some men, want to be wined and dined. But if the expectation on Valentine's Day is that you have to treat your girl or your lady or your wife or your significant other, whatever, your life partner, whatever it is you got, that the expectation is to treat that person, right? And I think I don't think it's whack or lame, but it's just bruh, this the day. And then people really be up on it. I went on Valentine's Day, I know women that don't go to work if they ain't got no man.
Oh, Jesus.
I know women that send themselves flowers. I'm being serious.
That's extreme.
I think Valentine's Day is extreme. Nobody knows what it means, and everybody wants, I better get chocolate and a roses, or whatever the case may be, in a hotel room. And y'all gonna go and spend $1,000 on a hotel room for a night and do all the positions that y'all can do at y'all house. And that's just go home, bruh. Just go home. Just go home, dog. I didn't went on my rant,
babe.
You have
to admit that sometimes sex is a little better in a new place.
I mean, the scenery, the setting. Yeah, but I'm finna upcharge. Hotels probably gonna have real good specials because it's COVID. Mm-hmm. They probably have real good. They trying to get that business in. Yeah, this might be a year. We might have something. We might do that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and I do 4 positions.
Oh, wow.
4, yeah.
Wow.
Boy, so get ready, girl.
So I knew he was going to say all of what he just said. So I already have my rebuttal ready because I have been thinking about it. What am I going to say in response to that? Because those are legitimate. So
what did you do today? Because I didn't have time to sit up here and think of rebuttals and scripts. What have you been doing all day?
Because, I took half a day off.
Oh, okay.
Right. I took half a day off.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it was nice, actually. Yeah, I took half a day off to have a little me time. I actually got a colonic. I highly suggest that you guys try it.
That's for another episode.
For the fitness and health episode.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start doing that, annually. I'm not even lying. Especially the new year after the holidays. I think I'm definitely going to start doing it annually. What's so funny?
It is funny. Why? Because you're gluttonous?
I'm not gluttonous.
During the holidays?
But you have to be honest about the fact that there is a lot of gluttony during the holidays. But there's a lot of drinking, a lot of bad food during the holidays. Even if you're not overeating, you're still eating probably worse than you would throughout the year.
Okay.
Anyways, that's a
So
little
yeah,
off topic.
I mean, I'm just having fun. So tell me, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Honestly, I think like every holiday, we have changed the meanings of what they were truly intended to be for some of us not. And I think we're in a place with almost every holiday, like especially now with the events of 2020 and the killing of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, we've had to redefine as Black people how we're going to celebrate our freedom or lack thereof. And so now we're switching 4th of July to Juneteenth as an example. So I think every holiday we've had to redefine what it means. So for me, while Alan has really strong points, of course, the lady in me, I do want to celebrate Valentine's Day. I do think it is a moment to take a step back and reflect. Not even just your significant other, but other people in your life, especially those that don't have a significant other, to express love, demonstrate love, and really just a time to spread love to anybody, not just that one person, but especially that one person, because you have to nurture your relationship. So that's what it means to me. But I hear you about all of the different ways in which Valentine's Day can be problematic. But here's my rebuttal to that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day is a money grab.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even front like Christmas is not a money grab.
Again, am I big on Christmas?
You better be big on Christmas, but people get gifts from you on Christmas.
Do I ask for anything though? Did I ask you for anything?
But you take
Have
them.
I ever?
But you take them though.
Some will be like, nah.
Yeah, send out a message. I don't want any gifts. Don't spend any money on me for Christmas.
I tell everybody that every year, and what happens?
But you eat on Christmas. That's a money grab.
So I'm not supposed to eat. Eating is a necessity.
Nah. You eat the holiday dinner.
We can go eat that tomorrow if we want to.
Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween. You be at the costume party.
Yeah, because I work. I DJ.
Nah. You didn't DJ this year.
We see you trying to.
I'm trying to what? I'm trying to what?
See, here you go. Why was Halloween so big this year for us?
Alan, okay, let's not look at this year. Let's look at other years.
And I've been with you the past 3-4 Halloweens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine then.
And
Labor Day.
Who had the functions?
So Alan, if we weren't together, would you not celebrate any holidays?
So celebrating is probably not the appropriate term. So I do have a child, so I probably would be with him for Halloween.
But why? Do you want to raise your child thinking that holidays are not real like you do? Or why? I don't understand why.
Is Halloween real?
No, we know Halloween's not real, but why?
Is Valentine's Day real?
I get what you're saying.
Is Thanksgiving real?
But what I'm asking you is, if you are somebody who does not celebrate holidays,
mm-hmm.
why do you raise your child to celebrate holidays?
So I think you know how I am raising my child.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you know the other side of that as well.
Yeah, but you're still his father, so you can still instill in him what you think is important. And if you think it's important to not give in to the capitalism of these holidays, you can still instill that in him.
I do.
Kinda.
It's kinda?
Because you still buy him Christmas gifts. And
what do I buy him?
I'm just saying.
Clothing, books.
But you still, My point is that all holidays are money grab. And we partake in all holidays. So why skimp your girl on Valentine's Day?
So again, I'm not going all out for any holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, you want to be loved on the same night extraordinarily as every other woman. The lady across the street and this lady live right here, and you want to be. That's the night you want to be loved the most. You want to go into a hotel. You want to book a spa day on the day that everybody's going to be. You want to go to Red Lobster when they booked out.
No, it's not that I want to be loved the most on this day. Again, it's just a day to set aside specifically.
The day everybody else do.
Sure, everybody else does. And so something else about our relationship, me and Alan, for like a couple months now, like since the summer, we've been doing Thursday night date nights. It's just us time, whatever we want to do. We make sure we spend that time together. and I really enjoy it. So we absolutely set aside time in our relationship to spend together. But why can't we also do it on a day that's specifically designated for love?
Because that's not what it's designated for.
What is it designated for then?
We just established
For
that
money,
nobody knows.
to gain money.
Nobody knows. Yes.
But then if you have
Hallmark.
if you have your own definition of what Valentine's Day is for, then why you don't have to spend money on Valentine's Day. You don't have to spend money.
Yeah, we know how that ended last time. we know how that ended last time. So
I just don't understand why men make such a big moderation over not doing it.
It's not that it's a not doing it. It's just like when you get to the point like that you logically think I have to send myself flowers at work so people think that I'm being celebrated on Valentine's Day, that's a problem.
I agree with you.
That's a problem.
I do think that's a problem.
All of this is psychological. All of it.
Absolutely. I think that Valentine's Day has a lot of problems that come with it. That not because of the holiday, but because of how, especially our culture, how we are very much a boasting culture. And I think that something that, like, for example, the Birkin bag trend, and like, this is a whole nother conversation, but at what point, like, does showcasing things that we're proud of or that we're happy about become boasting unnecessarily? And especially, like, when you think about, people who are very well off, celebrities or whatever, you guys are showcasing their wealth and the ability that their man has to buy a Birkin bag or 2 or 3 plus, an iced out watch, and essentially making other women feel like maybe they're not good enough to have that type of love, when really it's just that they're not in that circle around those people,
or maybe they're lying.
And they could be lying. But that's why I feel like, I personally don't like that celebrities do that. I think that a lot of women really internalize that, and they feel like they look at themselves and question the type of woman, the caliber woman that they are, when they might be a great woman, but like there's so much around us that's just making our perception of what reality is like very tainted. So I totally agree. I don't like when it goes too far, like everybody posting all their Valentine's Day presents and gifts. Like,
you don't like when people post anything.
I don't. I'm not like a.
You're like, oh, they gonna post their family? Oh man, they showing out. They gonna post their family photo for the holidays in their pajamas. Man, nobody wanna see our family, dog. Man, take that down. Nobody wanna see our family, bro.
I mean,
you gotta. We'll talk later. Anyway,
I do have my issues with like how much people live on social media, and I know that, like, I have a social media page, but I really don't share very much at all, because what do I need
you don't have to start.
I don't want to share a lot. Like, I just want to be, to a certain extent, as private as I am now. Like, we can definitely share pictures and stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty private, and I'm still out there.
I don't care to be that active on social media, though.
I mean, I'm still pretty private. People know about me what I want them to know about me.
I feel you. I personally I don't care to be that active. I don't care for everyone to know my thoughts and all of that. As far as, like, just constantly posting, statuses and stuff like that. Unless, again, to your point, I'm okay with sharing what I want people to know or what I'm comfortable with people knowing. So outside of that, though, I mean, like, all of the, like, for example, this is no diss to anybody. It's just my personal opinion. I'm happy to announce I'm the new operations manager at the unwritten plant. Like, what does that have to do with social media?
I think that, number one, people can share what they want, and
absolutely, you can.
There's nothing wrong with that. And furthermore, if you don't like what they share, you can unfollow and.
And I do.
That's because you're a hater. So
I'm not
people don't want to hear people's good news. You're obviously.
Oh my god!
It's okay. It's okay.
It is absolutely okay. Not that I don't want to hear people's good news. It's just that, like. And I get it, social media is like a networking platform, and that has like spread into all of the different platforms. But like, I feel like you should do that on LinkedIn.
But you can do it wherever you want to.
You can. We know that you can do
You can't
it.
determine where people do it.
And I'm not trying to. We know. I'm just questioning for my own thoughts, like my own question, my own opinions. Is that? I mean, if you want to, sure, but is that what you want to do? Like,
obviously, because people do it every day.
They do.
And on
do
top
it
of that,
every day.
Facebook has given us the ability to do so.
Absolutely.
You can put in your company. You can put in all kind of stuff. Put in your network, everything. People know where you work at, your colleagues, all this other stuff. And everybody going there, congratulations, da 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 da.
And you know what? You know what? I think that maybe the reason why I have an issue with it is because maybe I need to purge my own like Facebook and social media profiles, my personal ones, because there are people on my Facebook that I don't want. I don't care. I don't even know them, so I guess I wouldn't want care for them to know that type of information. But I guess if it was just like my family and my close friends, I would share stuff like that more often. I would share more pictures more often. But because it's just saturated with people I don't even know or talk to.
You had to accept their friendship at one point in time.
Yeah, and that's why I said like maybe I should go back and like purge it so that it is like a really select few people. Why?
I wish you the best.
Why?
How many friends you got? You probably only got like 3 friends anyway, so you'll be good. And then like, we can do that right now. Y'all hold up.
Why are you so petty?
No, we do that. We're gonna go through the A's. All right, so 3 A's, 2 B's. Oh, okay.
Let me delete you.
Hey, I'm really gonna cut up.
So I totally agree with you. I think the Valentine's Day can be very problematic for those reasons when all of the boasting has gotten some women down to the point where they have to send themselves flowers and like.
I don't even think it's because of boasting. I think some people are just sick.
No, I think it absolutely has everything to do with boasting. You wake up on Valentine's Day, all you see, people sharing whatever they've gotten for the day, and that makes you feel some type of way.
I don't feel any kind of way.
Not you specifically, but you get it. Like
I got a homeboy that bought his girl a whole red car for Valentine's Day one day, and he pulled up at the crib like, "Yo, check it out." I was like, "Dang, that's nice, bruh. Like, cool. Hey, more power to you, bruh."
But you have to have a certain level of self-security to be able to see other people's success and for it to not bother you internally.
Yeah, my bank account ain't like his. My bank account ain't like his.
That's okay, man.
I know. And look, I know you watching, bro. You know, hey, call me, dog. Call me. I know you watching, bro. Call me.
But anyways, so yeah, I do think that when it gets to that point, it is problematic, and maybe like, I have felt that way too, especially when I was like single. You wake up and you see all that stuff, and it's just like, dang, I'm single. I ain't gonna get shit today. It does make you feel some type of way,
but then you might not get knocked up that night either. See, you gotta look at the bright side, cause you gotta look at the bright side. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you want to have kids.
So
maybe that adds to it, like.
You want to be cool having a Valentine's baby?
That would be cute.
Nah.
I would actually I'd rather a baby born on Valentine's Day. Nah. That's the best expression of love.
How? So you ain't gonna love the baby? No. So March 14th, you ain't gonna love him?
No, I'm just saying, okay. Like, what other
any day?
What it absolutely is. But what better way to express?
Why not December 25th? That's Jesus' birthday, so they say.
Alan, you're gonna always find a way to be a rebel when it comes to this, and that's okay. As long as
on Jesus' birthday, I'm a rebel when it comes to Jesus' birthday.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
I typically do not in the form and fashion that others do. No.
Alan,
will I take the day to kick it with my family? Yeah, I will kick it with my family. We got this day off. I'm gonna take it. Let's not get it twisted here. I'm gonna take it. Everybody else off. We finna kick it.
Nah, I'm gonna let.
We drinking.
Alan's employer. He doesn't celebrate Christmas. There should be no reason why he can't work on Christmas Day.
Well, ain't nobody gonna call. I'll take my ass to the office. I'll be sitting with.
Maybe you can go through some files that you needed to go
I'm
through.
I'm good. I'm trying to go cloud-based anyway.
So, we know that, you're not a big fan of Valentine's Day. I am, for my own personal reasons.
And because of that, I will celebrate you.
Aww.
Okay? There you go.
So sweet.
There.
Exactly. That's the
Your
point
hand's hella cold right now.
That's the point that I wanted to get to, is that even if you think Valentine's Day is a money grab like all other holidays.
But I'm not the one. So first, let's backtrack here because I want to put this in perspective.
Sure, go ahead.
Why do we end up spending hella money for all the holidays?
Because, Alan, we need
Who organizes those holidays? It ain't me. I'm not the organizer of this crew.
Okay. I organize it. Who invites all the people?
So we're going to have 18 pounds of food and no people?
Well, if we didn't have as many people, we wouldn't need 18 pounds of food.
No, we don't plan.
This is what Alan does, right?
No, we talking about Valentine's Day. We talking about another day.
Oh, so you don't...
No.
No. This is what Alan does.
Who was all in the house for Halloween?
Okay, those are my people. But we planned that. We planned that, though. And even still, you still did what you always do. We will discuss a small group of people. I'll plan for a small group of people. I'll even have like a little budget. We're going to talk about relationship finances too. I can't wait for that episode.
If we have a financial couple out there, a banking couple, something, hit us up.
Exactly. Email us at wordswithvday@gmail.com. I'll have like a budget set up. Like I'll know, like, okay, we're going to spend this much on food. And Alan will go out, hey, bro, come to our house for Christmas. I'm like, what, Alan? We didn't discuss him coming. I don't have an issue with him coming, but we discussed 7 people. Now we already at 15.
No, we at 9. Boy, women be exaggerating, bro. We went from 7 to 10. I added 3 more people, and that was a problem.
It don't be 3 though. It be like 10 additional.
It don't be no 10.
Especially when you think about the fact that they bring family and friends, and I don't mind additional people coming. It just be out of what we discuss, and I get blamed for the large celebration. And that's not.
We're not gonna do this right now.
You're right.
We're not gonna do this. We have an audience letter.
We have an audience letter.
Let's see.
So this actually is something new that we're introducing to our podcast. It's so important, as we talked about in the first episode, that a lot of what we wanted to do with this podcast is to be able to talk to other couples or maybe even people in a relationship, just the individual. But whatever it is, we want to hear from you guys, and we want to have two-way dialogue, conversation in the comments, on Instagram, on doing an episode together, whatever it is. So we have our first letter.
Who is this from? Is it anonymous?
This is anonymous.
Okay. She
signed the email Lonely Girl. So
I'm gonna trace this email and see what this is.
Hi guys, I love you all's podcast. Thank you. And can't wait to see where it goes. I can't either. I am writing you all because I am involved in a Valentine's Day debacle. I have been dating this guy for 6 months, which really means we be laid up throughout the week and texting every day. Isn't that the truth?
Can you just read the letter?
He isn't officially my boyfriend, but it seems like we are exclusive based on the amount of time we spend together and how much we talk during the day. Because of COVID, we really haven't gone many places publicly or done any posting on social media, so I guess we are still pretty low-key. But I felt like it was clear that we like each other and are only talking to each other. So I brought up Valentine's Day a few days ago, just talking about what we should do. It didn't really even dawn on me that we wouldn't be doing anything or that we weren't at that point. He basically told me that he was going to be busy that weekend. So I'm really unsure what to make of that statement. He is a busy person. He's an entrepreneur, but he typically makes time for me. I didn't ask any more questions. I just said okay, but I'm not sure what to think now. I would really appreciate any advice you all have about where I should go from here. There's a couple things I want to address, though, in this letter that I think are important and will lead up to what I think me and you probably agree on the response here. But this little section here, he isn't officially my boyfriend, but it seems like we are exclusive. I think that women sometimes
You couldn't wait to get this little piece out. This is your topic every time you on somebody.
Because it's a really important topic, and this is what we talk about when I said there's elements in this episode that we'll be discussing in commentary, is you guys get to hear that episode. But it's just about, an interpretation of behavior, of conversations, and the difference between men and women and how we interpret different things. And I think women, we get caught up in how a man is treating us, and we take that, we run with it, and we kind of create, I guess, what we want to be a relationship when he has very clearly stated that he doesn't want a relationship.
When has he stated that? She never said that he stated that he did or did not want to be.
I was speaking generally in that particular when I was speaking, but yeah. So he hasn't stated that he wants or doesn't want a relationship, which
that we know of.
That we know of. But in my opinion, if it hasn't been stated, then it doesn't exist.
I agree with you.
So you shouldn't expect anything really from this guy, just because nothing has been agreed upon yet. Although I will say, though, I do think that if you wanted to be a decent guy, 6 months is a long time to just be laid up with somebody and then to act busy on Valentine's Day.
Oh, he gonna be busy. He gonna be busy.
Oh man,
he gonna be busy. Jackie. He gonna be busy. I think that either you're gonna check it or you're gonna respect it. You're gonna have to holler at him and say, hey, what's going down? Da 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 da. Like, when is Valentine's Day? What day of the week is it this year? Is it a Saturday?
Let's see.
I think it's a Saturday.
It is a Sunday.
Is it a Sunday? Yeah, he ain't busy. What are you gonna do? Taking his mama to church? What are you doing?
He probably definitely not going to church.
What are you doing? He ain't going to church. Matter of fact, everybody gonna get it in on Saturday night and roll into Sunday. So the hotels be popping on Saturday night. So Sunday brunch is gonna be cracking. If you want to catch a baby girl, go to Sunday brunch in your local area. Go to brunch. So the brunch is gonna be cracking. Okay, brunch is gonna be cracking.
He's gonna be at the Valentine's Day brunch.
He's gonna be at the Valentine's Day brunch. And you, I am gonna make reservations at White Castle, baby.
Not White Castle.
Yes, White Castle. That's where you going. What you crave.
Okay, that's the game you want to play. We can play that game. That's a nasty game. I don't think you want to go down that road.
So you too good for White Castle?
I eat White Castle all the time.
Oh, okay. So that's where you going.
Okay, cool. We'll see about that. Anyways, yeah, I definitely think that, it seems like he's taking advantage of the situation and
taking advantage.
I definitely think he's taking advantage. 6 months of laid up talking and throughout the week and talking all the time, and all of a sudden on Valentine's Day you're busy. He's taking advantage of the situation. He's taking advantage of not having a title and not having responsibilities of being a boyfriend.
Or maybe he just don't believe in Valentine's Day.
I mean, that could be cool, but then when she brought it up, he could have addressed that. Like, I don't really believe in Valentine's Day. He could have been open about that, but he wasn't. Communication and honesty is just like...
Well, I'm going to be busy on Valentine's Day.
With me.
I got to take my mama to church. All that.
Okay.
Plus, we got a cake anyway.
So if I pull up on Sunday brunch, are you going to be in the marquee?
No, I probably won't go to the marquee.
Where are you going to go?
I'm going to be at church with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be in social distancing service.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give her a call and see what she's doing.
It's my mama, not yours. Who back you think she got?
She can have your bag, but she's an honest woman.
My mom is an honest woman.
So she gonna tell me straight up.
What's up,
mom? But yeah, girl, I definitely think that bro is taking advantage of the situation. If you want to keep talking to him, keep doing so. But I would definitely keep him in that, play around box. I wouldn't take him too serious. Well, unless he steps up and shows you something different. He could be going through something. I also think that guys use this whole Valentine's Day as an excuse.
You are using this to get it in on the fellas today.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I even addressed women, and I said, we shouldn't be boasting and all that on social media too much because you have to be considerate. There's other women who are single and don't have anyone. You're making them feel...
That sounds like a them problem.
It absolutely is a them problem. But what about social responsibility?
Oh, now we worry about social responsibility?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have an issue with the people that have iced out watches and don't donate to charity or help their community.
Nobody in this life owes me, you, or anyone else anything.
You don't have to, Alan. We know that you don't have to. There is no law that requires you to. It's just ethics. Like you have to have some social responsibility.
I suppose.
But anyways, when it comes to this guy, like I said, unless he's what I was gonna say was that I think men sometimes use like the whole Valentine's Day as a money grab because they don't have no money.
Well, you might be right.
Instead of just being honest and saying like, look, I can't afford to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated.
You use that word really, deserve to be treated. Stop.
I can't treat you the way that you deserve to be treated on Valentine's Day.
You might be getting treated the way you deserve to be treated. That's the thing.
But
the way you want.
I also think that men lack creativity sometimes. Like
a lot of us do.
If you can't afford it, I can guarantee you, if the woman really loves you and cares about you, she won't understand. But there should be some level of effort. Like you should try to, make an effort. Like this guy, if you're busy on Valentine's Day weekend, there's still days before and days after that you can show up and put some effort in. Be creative.
Hey, player. I'm sorry. I tried to work it out for you, dog. So everybody needs to like, subscribe. We have an IG.
Words.withday Words.with.bay on IG. So make sure you follow us, like all the pictures, and watch all the stories, and share them also. And subscribe and like to our YouTube channel, Words with Bay.
Yeah.
And again, share your thoughts. We want to hear from you guys. We have an email address that you can email us.
wordswithbay@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
Hit us up.
Absolutely.
All right.
It's been fun.